Jeez, look at this. It just ripped right out. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Check it out. Today is the proper DJI Air 3S range test. I did one back there in Hawaii and it was basically compromised because I was flying into the sunset basically when the sun was going down, and the sensors got all messed up from that. So we were like hovering in the air for like a minute or so, and so that kind of range test was botched. So this one, I'm back home in the Southwest and I'm gonna put this thing up, fly straight that way in the gap like I usually do. I'm gonna do a sport test first and then a normal test. So we'll just see how this goes. I mean, it's a pretty calm day. Let's just see what the Air 3S can do and how far we can get, and hopefully we can make it back. Might need to do some search and rescues. I'm not sure, but let's find out. Before we get started with this flight, a lot of you guys are asking what tracker I use and how to put it on. So this is the Pebble Bee kind of clip tracker. I did shave off this little plastic key ring here. I maybe took off a half a gram, but this thing literally only weighs 8 grams, maybe with this double-sided 3M sticky tape, which I use, take note, maybe another gram. So maybe 9 to 10 grams total. This tracker has a light, a recharge port here, USB-C, which is great. You can recharge it, not like some of the other trackers. And it also has a really loud speaker, so I'm being careful not to cover up the speaker, giving it a little channel. So if I'm searching for it in the woods, if you're within 300 feet, this should work. So usually the Find My Drone gets you in the specific area. And then even if your drone is completely out of power, these things last like 6 months on one charge. Since the wind is coming from like this direction, the northwest, and I'm going to be flying due south, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on this right side, so when I turn around to come home, that wind isn't blasting this, and it's kind of going to lose a little bit of aerodynamics. So I'm going to put it on the right side, so when we're coming back home, that wind is not influencing it. I already swabbed this thing with alcohol, just rubbing alcohol, wipe it down, dry it off. Double-sided sticky tape, like I said, just 3M. I'm just using a paper towel and a little bit of rubbing alcohol, just a tad, you know. You don't need to get things all wet and stuff, but you do want to rub off any oil or residue, because that would suck if this thing fell off in mid-flight, right? I'm not going to be able to fold the arms up, but I'm planning just to use this for this range test, or these 2 range tests. You see that USB port on the bottom? I don't want water to get in that, so in case I can't find it for a night and it rains or something, I'm going to put that port down, and this thing is just going to stick right here. And it's good to do this in kind of warm weather, because if you do it in freezing weather, you know how tape is, it might not stick as well. So we're finding our location and just being really careful to get as much surface area contact as possible. And so just like right in the side here, right there. And then you kind of want to twist and push. These Pebble Bees do have a button in the center, so make sure you don't push that button. And I'll show you how this thing sounds before we launch. So give it a little tug, make sure it's not going to just pop off. There we go. So that thing is really on there, and I've never had this double-sided sticky tape with such a light object ever come off. So here is my Pebble Bee. I got the 3 kit from, I think it was at Costco or something. I will have a link to this Bluetooth tracker down below, down in the description, if you guys want to get this, because this could be a lifesaver, and it's really light, and I love it because it has bright lights, loud sound, and rechargeable, and it's lighter than most of them. So P1 I labeled as my drone. It says it's with me. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm just going to hit find, and it has this buzzer. So let's try it real fast. So say you're walking in the forest, you lost your drone. The Find My Drone from DJI gets you close, but you still can't find it. Hit this buzz. Listen to this. There you go. And you see those lights? So that's really loud. And like I said, this thing lasts for like 6 months on a charge, and you can recharge it. So that's why I went with this. instead of the Apple AirTag. All right, let's get this thing up in the air. We are ready to go. Okay guys, I'm just gonna launch this bad boy from my hand just to get it as quickly in the air as possible after boot up. I do want to record my screen, so I'm going to do that real quick. It's great that you can record your screen in the controller. I love that. And so we are just going to do, basically, we're going to switch to sport mode right away. Just switch to sport. And we're going to do the auto takeoff on screen push button. Let's go. So in sport, I'm pegged with my thumb all the way on the controls. And let's just get, and let's just get, and let's just get, that was the stupidest thing ever. Guess what? I just hit that tree. Oh my God. I hit the highest freaking tree in my path. Should have picked it up a little higher. I wasn't even looking at the screen and I crashed. These things happen. So I would imagine this thing's toast. Well, I'm gonna go look for it. Geez. Well, while we're here, guys, let me go ahead and show you the Find My Drone. Apparently it still sees the drone. Let's see. Let's go into our map here. So if the battery's still in it, you can use that, start flashing and beeping, and it has power. And it will beep and it will flash. So let's go try to find this. It's just down my driveway. Ridiculous. Jeez Louise, guys, how silly was that? So I usually have the sensors on and I'm in normal mode, and then I switch into sport and turn the sensors off and all that. But that just goes to show that, you know, this is what not to do. Anyway, we're just riding down the driveway. It should literally be right across in somebody else's property. I think that might be a vacant lot right there, luckily. I just hope there's not a whole bunch of damage. So you can see the map. It's tracking me. And then it's also tracking where the drone is, right? So it shows even which direction I'm going. So I'm just gonna pop right in here into the forest and see if I can't find this. I mean, if it's stuck in a tree, that'll suck, but okay. Let me start this beeping and you guys will be able to hear it, what it does, if it has power and it's on, so. It's like straight ahead, yeah. You can see me on the map. Oh, it's just like right there. Almost there. Let me zoom in a bit. That's as far as I can zoom in. I hear it beeping. So here's an example of, say you didn't have, you guys can probably slightly hear it. It's like straight that way. I can't see it yet. I'm going to stop the onboard flashing and beeping. And I'm going to start my Pebble Bee. Find. Buzz. There. There. So see that red light? That's the... Oh my gosh, is it toasted? Or did it just fold up? Anyway, it buzzes for like that long, maybe, I don't know what that was, 20 seconds, and then it stops so you can re-buzz it, retry. And you can hear how loud that is. I'm gonna stop that buzz, and then I'm gonna do DJI's built-in. Ah, it's a lower tone, but it's actually louder. You hear that? I'm already seeing it. Looks like one of the legs is busted up. Man, what have I done? That's what you get. It literally took the biggest fall I've ever seen, face planted in the dirt. Oh my gosh, look. The gimbal camera ripped off. What the heck, dude? My gosh. Careless little things. Right rear. Oh, my tracker stayed on with that double-sided tape, but look at that. Right rear arm completely busted. The front just tried to fold up. The right front propeller's completely gone. Right rear, obviously, all chewed up propellers. Left rear propellers chewed up. And even so, all these propellers, and this was my last set of propellers too, because I was crashing it so much in my tracking test. Memory card's still in there. Well, guys, that was a range test. Another botched range test turned into severe crash. Man, it just ripped that gimbal right off. I wonder where it is. It must have hit the tree like so hard because I ran right into that tree. My goodness. Crazy and ridiculous. Oh, man. Let's look at this. So I was coming straight this way, and that must have been the tree it hit, because that is the tallest tree in this area. Just full throttle in sport. I missed it because I was looking at, gosh, what was I looking at? I was looking at something else. I thought I was clear. Had all the sensors off and in sport mode, so that is what you get. So that's what not to do, guys. I want to find this gimbal camera so I can read. Oh, there it is. Jeez, look at this. It just ripped right out. Oh my gosh. I have never crashed that hard before. We must have been going like 40 miles per hour straight into that tree. That was incredible. Would have been a neat crash as I was recording the screen at least. It probably just nailed that. Ripped the camera right out. The camera just fell right here. Probably bounced back a little bit. Right at the top. The camera fell here, and then the drone just went boom, bunk, bing, bunk. Right over there. But at least I found it, so it's probably going to be a few $100, but I usually don't get the refresh on my DJIs because I'm usually smarter than that. So I usually don't crash them that hard, but look at this, man. Just crazy crash. Anyway, guys, I'm going to send this thing back and get it repaired at DJI. Look at that. Ripped out of here. Broken arm. I can't believe this propeller just... the quick lock mechanism, quick release, it just pulled all the way out of that. Incredible. At least you saw how the tracker works, how the Find My Drone works, how even the beeping if you have battery power left and your drone is on the ground. Boy, that got cracked up too. Look at this. It's like separated panel on the right because it hit so hard in the front. Just pushed it back. Oh, there, just snapped right in. Didn't have any sensors on, and that's what you get if you're not looking where you're flying. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. What it was, what not to do. I'm gonna get this thing repaired. Watch out for the next video. What I'll probably have up is a tracking test along those roads where I live in the forest. And this thing crashed so many times tracking me, and I'll have that up in the meantime, so at least you get some more ideas on how this thing does tracking. But it was like, it was untouched. After all those things tracking me, of course I was going slower. It hit trees, fell into the ground like this, and it was just not even scratched. Everything was fine until this crash. So I'll have that up for you. Links up there, down below in the description. Card up there where it's at. If you want to see that tracking test and how it performed, and not so great. Still, DJI has a long way to go on those, but this was completely my fault for crashing this in sport mode with 0 sensors on. Anyway, guys, for what it was, hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to repair this, and I will do a proper range test eventually. So stay tuned to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.